And now it's time for Stordy time. And in tonight's Stordy, it's the story of the Little Papi and Night of the Roasties. That's right, little Pete. Now, you know the mammy? Well, the mammy and the pappy were talking earlier about lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things. And the pappy said, Mammy, tonight's story is going to be the story of the Little Papi and Night of the Roasties. And she went, yay, Pappy, yay. It's been such a long time since we had a story. And he said, that's right, Mammy. Now, when the Little Papi was a little pappy, he went up to his mum. Mum, what are you cooking in the kitchen? And she went, oh, you know the girl in work I was telling you about? She met some fella in the docks and he gave her a couple of sacks of potatoes. Not like that crap that Mr. Anderson has. Massive bags of potatoes. I've got enough potatoes there. You know what? If I had a family of 50, I'd still have some left by Christmas. And then, what are you going to do with them? And she went, it's all right. That's what the smell is. I've just cooked loads and loads and loads and loads of roasties. So there's going to be a massive feast. And little Pappy said, but I don't know if we can eat that many, Mum. And she went, that's right. And so you know what I was thinking? I was thinking you could get Pauline and Tony and Dolores and the Baby Lucia, and you could invite them round to the yard, and by the time you get them all together, I'll have it all ready. Will they need their own knives and forks, Mum? And she went, no, I've got loads from the hospital. Brilliant. Tony's going to be made up, Mum, because he won't get nothing to eat until later on, and when he does, it'll be half a bag of chips because he has to share them with Paul. And she went, well, you know what? He's going to be fed like a king. And I went, I'll go and tell them, Mum. I'll go and tell them. She went, all right then. And you know what else? What? I've got all the gravy and all the peas and all the meat that they can eat, and it's going to be great. I'm made up. I really am made up. But you know what? After I've done this, I'm just going to sit down and watch a decent Western because my wrists are killing me from all that peeling. Thanks, Mum. I can't wait to tell them. I'll see you later. And she went, all right, little Pappy. And he ran off. And then he knocked at Pauline's. And he shouted through the letterbox, now, Pauline. And Pauline came to the door with her favourite cereal in her blue plastic bowl and with the Baby Lucia without her doily cup. And the Pappy went, where's your doily cup? And Pauline said, oh, it's in the wash. We had to do a proper wash of all the cups and saucers and everything because they were filthy. And he went, well, it's okay, because guess what? And she goes, what? And he went, Pauline, are you ready? When we get Tony and Dolores, we're gonna go to my backyard and we're gonna have a massive feast. My mum's done roasties. And she went, oh, will there be enough to go round? And little Pappy said, that's the thing. It's a surprise. There's enough to feed the 5,000. You know Jesus? She goes, yeah. He goes, well, what happened was, Jesus was on this thing, on like a rock. And it was a massive rock in a field. There was no other rocks that big. And he stood on the top of the rock and he went, hey, to the crowd. And he went, wow, like that, because there was that many of them. There was 5,000 of them. And he went, right, who's hungry? And they all went, us and me, we're all hungry. And he went, all right, well, here's the thing. Go and get me some baskets and I'll feed you all. And she went, that was the feeding of the 5,000. And he went, yeah. And she said, well, it was 2 loaves and 2 fish or something like that. And no, it was 1 loaf and 2 fish. Not big fish, just like like snack-sized fish. And he went, well, not in my story. It was Roasties. Jesus said to the 5,000, are you all hungry? And they all went, yeah. And he went, right, what do you want? And they went, Roasties. And then he said, right, go and get some baskets and bring them here. And then Pauline said, you can't put Roasties in baskets. You put them on plates. And he said, yeah, but in olden times, plates were made of basket stuff. He said baskets, but really, they look like plates. And she went, oh. And he went, yeah. And then, as quick as you could blink, the baskets were full of Roasties with matter-of-fact processed peas and gravy, and he put chicken in there. And she went, oh, I didn't know that. And he went, yeah, it's in the Bible. And she went, okay, I'm going to ask Father Hopkins. And Little Papi went, well, don't. No, if you ask Father Hopkins, he's just going to say, he's going to make you say our fathers and everything. And she went, oh, all right then. And I went, right, now, let's go and get Tony. Are you hungry? And she went, I'm starving. And are you hungry, Baby Lucia? And she went, oh, no, so little Papi. I just Roasties. And I went, well, you'll get loads. And she went, okay, well, just let me finish this cereal. So Pauline finished her cereal as quickly as she could. Then she took a empty blue plastic bowl and took it straight to the kitchen sink. Then, when she came back, she said, right, I'm ready, Little Papi, let's go and get Tony. And he went, all right. And so they knocked at Tony's and shouted through the letterbox, tick, 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 tick. Now, Tony! And Baby Lucia knocked too. Tick, 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 tick. Nee. And Tony came to the front door with a nice jam butty for himself and a little heart-shaped jam butty for the Baby Lucia. And he went, there you go, Baby Lucia. It's sun-blessed. It's dead fresh. And Little Papi went, oh, do you know what? I don't really like jam butties, especially when there's loads of butter on it. And Tony said, well, I didn't put loads of butter on it. I put stock margarine, because that's all we had. And he went, oh, all right then. But I still don't want one. And Tony said, all right. And he gave the heart-shaped jam butty to Baby Lucia. and Tony had his jam butty as quickly as he could. And the Baby Lucia had her jam butty as quickly as she could. And when they were done, Tony had some jam on one cheek and no jam on the other, which meant that he was ready. So the Baby Lucia climbed up and sucked the rest of the jam off Tony's cheek. And then she climbed back down and she sat down. And Tony went, has it all gone, Little Papi? And Little Papi went, let's have a look. Yeah, it's all gone. Let's have a look at your sleeves. And he went, me sleeves? There's no jam on me sleeves. He went, Tony, it's me you're talking to. And he went, look, there's none on me. Is there, Pauline? And Pauline said, no, but there's loads of muck on you. And he went, that's because I was in the coal shed just before you knocked. And Little Papi said, okay, well, let's go round to Dolores's. And Tony said, and Charlotte? And Tony said, no, Charlotte's not there. Charlotte's gone on her holidays to America. And Tony went, has she? And Pauline went, yeah, we won't see her for a while. She's gone to America and she's staying with the mammy. And then the mammy's gonna take her to the massive places where dolls are as big as me. And Tony went, do they have Frankensteins as big as us? And Pauline went, yeah, they have everything as big as us. Everything is bigger in America. Have you seen the size of their cars? And Little Papi said, yeah, I've seen them. They're massive. And they've got those, like, things on the back that make them look like half... American cars are like half spaceship and half car. And Tony went, oh, yeah, they are. God, I'd love one of them. And Little Papi said, yeah, but no one on our street's got a car. And Tony said, yeah, they have. Your dad's got a car, hasn't he, Pauline? And Pauline said, no, it's not a car, that's the truck. And he uses that, he brings it home because it's for work. And so he went, but I thought you went to Blackpool, innit? And she went, yeah, we went to Blackpool, innit? But he had to stop you had to stop at work on the way. And Tony went, oh, all right then. And Pauline blushed. And Little Papi said, yeah, but Charlotte must be loving it in America. And Tony said, yeah, she'll be with the mammy. Would you like to be with the mammy too, Baby Lucia? And Baby Lucia said, is it my ladies of my mammy? And it about my mammy. And Tony went, yeah. She's so cute. What did she say? And Little Papi said, Little Papi said, she just would really like to be with the mammy and get all snuggly. And Tony went, oh, Charlotte must be having a great time. And Little Papi said, yeah. And Pauline, she'll probably get some brand new clothes as well. And Pauline went, yeah, she will. Nice dresses, like Snow White dresses, because you can only get Snow White dresses in America. And Tony said, hey, Little Papi, do you reckon you can go to the shop in America and say, can I have a threepenny drink and an astronaut suit? Little Papi said, of course you can. You can get anything in America. You can go into the shop and say, can I have a threepenny drink, an astronaut shoes, and an astronaut suit, and a rocket, and an Apollo module on the top of it. And so he said, oh God, from the shop? And Little Papi said, yeah, you can get it all in the shop. They have them behind the counter. And Pauline said, well, it must be a big shop. And then Tony said, yeah, because how else did he get to the moon? And Pauline went, oh yeah. And Little Papi said, anyway, let's go and get Dolores, Dan. And so they all went. They went over to Dolores's, and Dolores was standing on the step. And she went, hiya. And Pauline said, what's the matter, Dolores? And she went, I'm missing my friend Charlotte. Because, look, I've got my brand new clothes on, and me and Charlotte put our brand new clothes on, but she's gone on her holidays. And Little Papi said, well, she's gonna be back soon, Dolores. It'll be great. She'll probably bring you loads and loads of presents back. And Pauline said, oh yeah, tons of presents. Dolores, did you tell her that when she was, did you say, can you bring us loads of American presents back? And Dolores said, well, I just said, it'd be nice if you could bring something back. And Pauline said, oh, Dolores. Oh, they probably got Barbies. And Dolores said, they probably have, because they're not even out here yet. I saw the ads on the telly, and they're not going to be here till Christmas. And Little Papi said, oh. Did they have Action Man, Tony? Did they have Action Man in America? And Tony said, they do. And what it is they've robbed our Action Men, and they called them G.I. Joes. And Little Papi said, they're robbers. And he went, yeah, that's what happens. Because they get them on the ship in the docks, and then the ship goes to America, and they unload all the crates, and they rub Action Man off the box, and then they just write G.I. Joe on it, and that's what this is. And Papi said, that's terrible. And Pauline said, no, because, see, maybe they don't like Action Men. And just the words action and men. They just like G.I. Joes. And that's it. And Little Papi said, I wonder why. And Tony said, nobody knows why. No one. And Little Papi said, anyway, Dolores, Tony, my mum's doing us a loads of roasties, because her mate at work knew this fella at the docks, and the fella got her sacks and not a bag, sacks of potatoes. My mum said that if she had 1,000 children, then they'd still be eating those roasties next Christmas. And Tony said, did she? And she got some today? Little Papi said, yeah. She said, I've got to bring all of you to the backyard, and we're all going to have a massive feast. It's ready, it's all done. And Pauline said, oh, come on then. Until I said, okay, well, let me just tell my mummy that I'm coming to your backyard, and I'll be back in a minute. And then she runs in. And after a short while, she came out. She said, oh, thank goodness. So now she doesn't have to do the dinner. And Tony said, well, what's she going to eat? And she said, I don't know, she'll probably go to Chippy. And little Papi said, all right, to my backyard. So they all went round to the little Papi's backyard, and they all sat round in a little circle. and then Dolores said, will your mummy need some help? And little Papi said, I'll go and ask her. I think she'll be all right. And then little Papi goes off. And after a while, he came back and he put a big blanket off his bed on the floor. And he went, nice, and I won't be a minute. And then he came back with a little cardboard box with all the cutlery and plates. Oh, Tony, your cousin helped me. And Tony said, I didn't even know where you went. And little Papi went, right, get your plates and your knives and forks. So they all got their plates and knives and forks. And Dolores said, little Papi, there's no food on those plates. Is this just pretend? And little Papi said, sorry, Tony, come on, help me with these plates. So they put the plates back in the box. And then Tony went with the little Papi over to the kitchen. And Dolores said, I'll go and help too. I won't be a minute. And Pauline went, Baby Lucia, we should have gone and helped. And Baby Lucia went, I've taken out over there. The pizza so bad. And Pauline said, okay, we'll make the blanket nicer. The little Papi didn't do it properly. And so they started doing the blanket. And then after a while, Tony came out with a plate of roasties for himself and one for Pauline. And he goes, there you go, Pauline. Look how many potatoes there are. And she went, love roasties. And then Dolores came out with a plate for herself and one for Baby Lucia. There you go, Baby Lucia. And she put them all down on the blankets. And then the little Papi came out with his plate walking really slow. And Tony said, why are you walking like that? He said, because I don't want to drop Eddie. And so they all sat down. And Tony went, these roasties are lovely. And then Pauline said, you know what we need? And then little Papi said, yeah, HP sauce. And then he ran back into the kitchen. And he came back. He said, right, there it is. And so everyone got the HP sauce and put it on the potatoes. And Dolores said, this looks lovely. Thank you so much, Mrs. Papi. And Pauline said, it's Mrs. Little Papi. And I went, okay, Mrs. Little Papi, thank you so much. And so they all started eating. And Tony said, if anyone's got any left, leave them for me. And Pauline said, I think we're all going to have loads left, Tony. And so they all started eating them. And Baby Lucia was like, roasties. And Tony said, hang on, let me just think. And little Papi said, what about? He said, no, I just want to think while I taste them. And he went, all right then. And Dolores went, these roasties are lovely. And then Pauline said, I'm getting a bit full. And Baby Lucia went, plain. On the belly. And Tony went, what did she say? And little Papi said, she's nearly full too, and her belly is as big as your head. And he went, no, it's not. And Dolores was laughing. It's still funny. And little Papi said, I can't believe I'm nearly full. And Tony said, well, I'm not. And Dolores said, you mean you're not? How can you not be? You bet about 5 of them potatoes. And Tony said, yeah, but they're lovely. And then Pauline said, don't forget, everyone, don't forget to, don't leave a scrap, because it's rude. And Dolores said, yeah, that's right. You can't don't leave anything on your plate. Put it all on Tony's. And little Papi said, yeah, but Tony, you can have that potato. God, I can't get another one in. I've got to lie down for a minute. It makes it worse. Like that. And Dolores went, I've had too much. And then Pauline said, so have I. Tony, will you eat this chicken? And Tony said, of course I'll eat the chicken, stick it on. So Pauline put the rest of the stuff on her plate, on Tony's plate. And Dolores said, it's like Tony's got a third dinner. And Tony said, you mean a third dinner? I've only had one dinner, and you're scraps. And Dolores said, they're not scraps. You got nearly all of Pauline's chicken and all of my potatoes on there. And little Papi said, yeah, and you've even got some of my peas. And Tony said, look, just let me think. And they went, all right, you think. Oh, that was delicious, little Papi. And then Pauline said, you know what, shall I go somewhere and get, we've got some orange juice in the fridge, shall I go somewhere and get it? And Dolores said, oh yeah, that'd be great. And she went, all right then, and I won't be a minute. So Pauline went off, and after a short while, she came back. Right, here's some orange juice and some beakers. And Tony said, I wonder why they call them beakers. And she said, because when you're drinking out of a like some people call them tumblers, and when you're drinking out of a tumbler, your nose goes in the tumbler, doesn't it? And Tony said, yeah, but it doesn't go in the drink. And she went, no, but your nose goes in, and it's like a beak, and that's why it's called a beaker. And little Pop said, well, we've got beakers in our school, and the big lads have them for science. And Pauline said, yeah, it's the same thing. When they're sniffing chemicals in them glass things, the nose goes in it and it looks like a beaker, and that's why they're called beakers. And little Pop said, okay. Well, what about Dr. Beaker in Supercar? Pauline said, that's different, that's his name, Dr. Beaker. And Tony said, yeah, but he's got a massive beak. And Dolores said, oh, I can't eat anymore. I'm so full. Thank you for the juice, Pauline. And so they all drank some juice. And so they went, oh, I'm starving. Pauline said, you can't be starving, Tony. Ah, look, you look pregnant. He said, no, I don't. I'm a boy. Little Pop said, yeah, he's a boy, Pauline. He can't be pregnant, look. And then she went, no, but look, his stomach's bulging over his belt. And he went, that's because of the jambutti, not the roasties. And Pauline said, oh, okay then. And so eventually Tony went, oh, after he finished the last pea on his plate. Oh, little Papi, I don't think I can walk. Little Papi said, don't be soft, come on, just walk forward. And Dolores said, yeah, come on, Tony. And he went, oh, me belly, me poor little belly. Oh. Little Papi said, don't lie to your back, Tony. They'll go to your head. And he went, I think I need an ambulance. And Pauline said, what do you mean you need an ambulance? He said, because there's just too many potatoes. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. And little Pop said, Tony, now listen. Think about what it was like when you had an empty stomach. And he went, what? He said, think about what it was like when you had an empty stomach. When you had an empty stomach, you were dying for roasties, wasn't you? And he went, yeah, and I'm sorry now. And he went, no, don't be sorry, Tony. What it is before you were starving and now you've had the roasties, and pretty soon you'll be starving again. And Tony went, well, that's not going to make any difference now, is it? Oh, my stomach, I need an ambulance. Little Pop said, you don't need an ambulance, stop it. And Pauline said, oh, Tony, you've been well fed. And Dolores said, yeah, that's what my mum says. Sometimes, at Christmas especially, she says, oh, we're well fed. And Tony went, yeah, but no one tells you what happens afterwards. And Pauline said, it's common sense, Tony. And he went, yeah, no, but me belly. Oh. And Dolores said, shall I stroke your belly and make it better? And Tony went, yeah, you have to. And she went, okay. And so Dolores was stroking Tony's belly. There you go. Oh, little belly. Oh, little belly. And so they said, no, don't sing, please. She went, okay then. There you go. You can stand up now. And it's, oh, thanks, Dolores. Oh, I felt them all go down to me toes. And little Pop said, there's no pipes that go from your stomach down to your toes. They're all in your stomach, the pipes. And he went, oh, well, the pipes have burst. And Tony and little Pop said, well, you did ask for all of our scraps. And he went, yeah, if I ever ask you for scraps again, just say no. And Pauline said, yeah, if we say that, you'll get upset because we don't ever have scraps. And Tony went, oh yeah. And then eventually, Tony started to feel a little better. Oh, I'm not going to eat for a month. And little Pop said, yeah. Until you get home, Tony. Till you get home. And then so, oh, but those roasties were lovely, weren't they? And Dolores said, yeah, that was the best roast, that was the best roast dinner I've ever had in my life. And Pauline said it was the biggest roast dinner I've ever had. And little Pop said, they were nice and crunchy. And Tony went, yeah, but little Papi, guess what? Was there any left? And little Papi went, you can't be serious. You don't seriously want me to go and get you more. And he went, no, I was just thinking, if you're hungry tonight, you can creep down the stairs in your pyjamas and open the oven door and then reach in and grab one. And little Papi said, what? Sneak out of my bedroom in my pyjamas, go downstairs, open the oven door and rob a potato. Yeah, I do it all the time. And little Papi went, oh. The end. Now, did you like that little story, little Pete? And would you like to sit with little Joni and Marvin and Al and with Baby Lucia and Dolores and Freddie and Layla and watch the story of the Little Papi and Night of the Roasties together? Then that's what we will do. Now, let's give our lovely man a nice love and a hug and a kiss. Come on, Tony. Come on, Dolores. And one for Charlotte. Come on, Baby Lucia. Aren't you with a darling? Yeah, you can give Charlotte a kiss too. And a mummy? Yeah, and a mummy. A darling? Yes. There you all go. Come on, Pauline. Right. Now, let's all get nice and snug so that I can say night-night, everyone.